and welcome to another episode of Health, Wealth, and a Happy Home. I'm your host, Jennifer Cohen. Thank you so much for joining us. We love it. We love that you're watching the show. Thank you so much for your support and for supporting our wonderful local businesses who have great things to offer our community. Today, of course, no exception, we have Sedona Vibrant Health and CBD Sedona with us today. We have Edward Francis Gordon and Aalia Kazan. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
It's exciting to have you back on the show.
Definitely.
I know it's been a little while.
Yes.
So much has changed in the world since the last time we saw you.
Yes.
So let's talk about how CBD and how Sedona Vibrant Health, how you guys have been handling the changes, what's new since we've seen you. There's just so much to cover.
Oh, so many things. So many things have changed. You know, in the beginning, before COVID, we had a lot of people coming in interested in CBD. What is it? How does it work? What's the story? Is there actual benefits? One of the biggest changes we've seen in CBD recently is that people now understand there's benefits, and there's a long list. There's so many things that CBD can do for people. People know that now. Now they're starting to come in and ask us, how can we actually achieve those benefits? How can we actually use the right oils, get the right protocols, the things that we need? And then, of course, COVID as well. I mean, that goes without saying. We have to mention that as well. So the way that we're working with our clients and the way that we're giving people the information and the things that they need is now a little bit more online. So we're really proud to have facilitated helping people through medical consultations, because as a medical clinic, we work with people in a way where we can really work with their individual conditions, which is a little bit different than most places that do CBD. So we've always had that, but now with COVID, we have to keep that social distancing. You know, we have to keep everything, on the up and up as far as keeping things safe and secure. So we have now an online ability to have people come in and do the consultations online. Nice. So we can service people locally, but they can stay home, stay safe. We can service people in other areas, even around the world now. So that's super exciting.
Wow, that is super exciting.
Yes.
And I do love that about you, that you are a medical clinic.
Yes.
You know, you do see CBD. You see it in the gas station right now, and you look at that, go, ugh, that's awful. How can that be any good?
Yes.
But to get it from, an actual dealer with integrity, you stand behind your product, which is an excellent product, and to know that there's someone behind it to help you out.
The other day I was in the hardware store. The hardware store, right? So I'm looking at it and I'm like, CBD. So I asked the guy at the front counter, I said, hey, so I got some back pain. How do I use it? He goes, I don't know. Right?
Yeah, that doesn't help.
That doesn't help.
That does not help.
And then you don't access those benefits.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. You put a Band-Aid in the wrong place, it's not going to help you no matter how good the Band-Aid is.
Yes.
Or you use it the wrong way.
Yes.
Something as simple as a Band-Aid isn't going to do it.
Exactly.
There's so much to it that requires a professional, someone in the know behind it to back it up.
Yes.
So thank God you're here.
Yay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I just say that's sort of, in our whole evolution of being selling CBD, sourcing the CBD first, of course, and testing it, just to be able to provide that to our patients, and then it exploded from there, and they referred others and others because we took the time to really consider their condition. When you have a really, really excellent quality hemp oil, we basically consider it pharmaceutical grade. You can get amazing results for so many conditions, and I think over the last year, it's really because we do have intake forms. We want to know what people's medications are, so we know that there's no challenges with the medications. It's very important for that to be checked out when you have a high quality product. When we had been advising people before on other people's brands, we wound up giving a lot larger dose, recommending a lot larger dose than when we got our own brand, and it was so much more powerful. And we have the feedback now of over 3,000 patients that we've treated personally. And so with that much data in the field, even other hemp producers and other companies want to know what we found out, because there is not this kind of long-term in the field all over the country of finding out what it's been doing for people and having that personal connection. So
and it's so important to have that quality. And the amazing thing about it is, there's these certain factors that you have to have in order for it to be effective. So, and if you don't have those factors, it's not going to work. So, we've really dedicated ourselves to bringing these things in. And number one is as Aalia was talking about, is the quality. And it's amazing because as a professional herbalist, I used that knowledge to look for an oil that was what we call high in the peripheral cannabinoids. So that being said, we found one that looked really great on paper, looked amazing. We brought it in, we got samples, we gave it out to all of our patients. 95% of our people switched over. And the products that we were carrying before, they were fine, they were doing well, but this one was so much better. So this is the interesting thing. We're like, we got it. This is amazing. Now we understand it's peripheral cannabinoids. This is what's going to work. But then we got some other ones in that looked like they were really amazing on paper. They had really great peripherals. They didn't work as good. So then we found some others, didn't work as good. We found some others, didn't work as good. So it's really about trying to bring in this research and this, accumulative, search to find this really amazing product and just trying this one and this one and looking at the certificates of analysis, which, by the way, let's share with all of your listeners that if there is no certificate of analysis, don't do it.
Yes.
Amen.
I
don't
have
do
one
it.
of those. Yep,
There's one right there.
On screen.
Yes.
You've got to have this. It's
you got to have it.
Certificate of analysis, which tells you everything about it. And of course, there's lab toxicologist signatures, principal scientist signatures, all types of research backing up what it is you're taking. Anybody can put anything in a bottle and call it anything they want, but you've got to go for this if you want results. Otherwise, you're just not gonna. You're not.
It's a crapshoot.
Absolutely. You guys have done so well since the conception, since Sedona Vibrant Health and CBD Sedona came around. I've watched you go, and so much has changed in the CBD world.
Yeah.
And you're keeping up with it. I don't know. You don't have any time to sleep because you're always got to be on top of
We do
stuff.
CBD, so we don't have sleep.
There you go.
You get more energy, that's for sure.
But just every couple of months, it's like the world of CBD changes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then the quality, so that's just one piece, right? Because you can have the most amazing quality oil in the world, but if you're not taking it right, it's not going to work. If you've got medications or you've got drug interactions that are going to affect the quality of it, the way that it works for you, it's not going to work. So that's the second piece of the puzzle. And that is also the power of really adding in our online consultations.
Absolutely.
So as Aalia was saying, we have intake forms. I mean, we pretty much treat everybody like a patient. Right? I mean, we'll tell them, when they come in, we say, now you're one of our patients. Even though we're doing a retail exchange, we've got their paperwork, they have our phone number, they can always contact us with any questions, anything that's happening. And it's amazing too, because the smallest changes, we had one guy that came in who had some digestive things going on, and he started taking the oils, and he called us up about a week later, and he wants to return it. This is horrible. I don't like it. I'm having some reactions. I want to return it. And we're like, whoa. Like, we told you to call us. We haven't heard from you yet, but let's find out what's going on. And it turned out that the amount that he was taking was creating a rebalancing symptomology. So as his body was like getting rid of some of those old patterns, getting rid of some of those old toxins, he was feeling a little uncomfortable. So all we did was change up his dosage a little bit, and he called us back a week later, and he's like, oh, this is amazing. It's totally working. So you got to have the right guidance with the right information combined with that high quality oil to really make the whole thing work effectively. So, and then it's interesting with COVID as well, we really had the opportunity to really hone that down because we didn't see people come in. So we had to, do everything online and on the phone. So we had to really hone down the way that we could move people into that position to give them that benefit. So in a lot of ways, the COVID seems like it's really bad, but in some ways it's been really good for us as well.
Absolutely. A lot of positive things have come out of it. It's certainly convenient, to speak to a healthcare practitioner online versus having to rush around to appointments, saves gas money and all that stuff. CBD has been clinically shown to help with so much. There's a huge list, and I'm sure there's more than what's on this list. And we'll get into that, but we're going to take a quick break. So make sure you stick around because we've got so much more information to talk about. You don't want to miss a thing. We're talking with Sedona Vibrant Health and CBD Sedona. We have Edward Francis Gordon and Aalia Kazan. We'll be right back, so don't go away.
Been hearing about the crazy benefits of CBD? Find out how CBD can help you at Sedona's #1 resource, CBD Sedona. Come in for a free consultation and let our trained medical staff help you find the perfect product for you. Pain-relieving salves, full-spectrum oils, CBD skincare, bath bombs, and even CBD for your pets. Come on by CBD Sedona today.
Award-winning Soundbites Grill is an entertainment restaurant located in Uptown Sedona at the Hyatt Pinion Point Resort. Open for lunch and dinner, featuring fresh fish, all-natural hand-cut beef, even a full vegan menu. Family-friendly, open 11:30 to 9, late dining on Friday and Saturday. Soundbites Grill has some of the best views of the Sedona Red Rocks. Offers world-class entertainment, food, fun, and music.
Are you struggling to overcome an addiction, depression, insomnia, or a weight problem? Then it's time for you to meet with Dr. Elaine Kissel, award-winning, world-renowned hypnotherapist, author, and mind trainer. Now you can get her help from the privacy and comfort of your own home. Let Elaine Kissel create a personalized hypnotherapy plan to overcome your problem forever. Call 844-4KISSEL now for a discounted evaluation appointment. That's 844-4KISSEL.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle. Get Gettles.
And welcome back. I'm sitting here with Sedona Vibrant Health Team, CBD Sedona, Edward Francis Gordon, and Aalia Kazan. Thank you so much for coming back. More stuff to talk about. Hey, I got to say this real quick so we don't miss it, but you guys were just awarded Kudos Best of the Best for Sedona in CBD and in herbal medicine.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Fantastic.
Because we're talking Sedona here.
Yes.
It's not like there's two of them.
That's right.
It's like 200 of them.
Yes.
And you were the best of the best.
The best of the best.
Huge kudos to you guys on that.
Thank you. Yeah, we were really excited
Yes.
to receive that award. That's something, being a Sedona resident since '96. I've always wanted a business to win that award, and so it was really gratifying because I didn't even know we were nominated or anything. We're just doing our thing, cranking along.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden,
They're like, you got the award.
we're
We're
like,
yeah.
thank you.
But that's the dedication.
Yeah, that definitely it. And the
sweet.
happy customers. I mean, you've been treating people. We were talking at the break about how you've had clients now for over a year, and you've seen them, just watch their health just improve so drastically. What kind of things have you been treating? Where do you see results with CBD?
Well, we see it in a lot of different places, and the interesting thing is when you look at that list, it's a big, long list of all these different things. Primarily, people come in for pain, anxiety, sleep issues, some things like this. However, everybody comes in chasing some symptomologies. But what we start to find is that CBD really creates a foundation of more functional health. Mm-hmm. So it just makes the body work better. And that's a really powerful thing about CBD. Mm-hmm. So I know even within myself, I had knee pain and some other pains. I took the CBD, I really moved through them, was back to running trails. Yay, I love it.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought I was going to have to quit. We all hit that point in our life. I was hoping that wasn't mine, but I took CBD, got through it. Yay. However, I kept taking it and kept taking it and kept taking it. And I just started feeling better all the way around. Better digestion, better dealing with anxiety, bowel movement, sleep, everything across the board. And this is the real power, I believe, in CBD, is really making the body more functional. Just making it work better. But again, CBD is so important. The quality. If you don't have the quality, you're not going to get that internal benefit. Right. If you don't have the guidance, you're not going to get that internal benefit. So I know I'm like, whipping the dead horse here, but I think it's just super important.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's got to be used properly.
It's got to be used properly.
And I'm sure, Aalia, it's different for every person.
Yeah. Well, what we found too is formulating. I guess before we were on the show, we hadn't started our formulating yet.
I don't think so.
And since we've seen you, we formulated about 14 products now.
Wow.
Using our #1 pain Kentucky oil that we use in our tinctures, but we're also have been expanding to other types of oil that are not as high in CBD. They're extracted a little bit different methodology, but they have different properties that make them good for certain specific things. And we're using those in skincare, for example. And then for pain salves, we've had incredible results, incredible. So it's
Can't
really
keep it on the shelf.
Yeah, it's really exciting to just keep working with this plant medicine, this plant oil, and keep bringing it into other things as well. But we found, for example, we created a lotion that seems to be really addressing neuropathy pain.
Wow.
And that's something so many people have and have had such challenges to treat effectively. So for us, that's been probably one of the #1 improvements we've seen in our patients of something that's really hard to treat.
And our new sleep formula too.
Oh,
yes. Yeah, we just are launching a sleep formula.
Fantastic.
Yes, but not mixing a bunch of stuff together. We just look for this pure hemp oil. It took us a year to find another 2 oils.
The first one. Yeah.
Well, 8 months to find the first one, a second year to find the new. We're bringing in 2 new oils for different types of things that we feel are better for, but we have not beat the pain one yet. We just, it does not.
And it's not that there's there's only 1 or 2 out there. There's hundreds and thousands of them out there. You've gone through them all and found the best ones for specific things. That's really important. It's got to be specifically directed. So if you have a skin disorder, obviously you're going to use something else, and if it's sleep, which is different than pain, which is different than some underlying actual disease of some sort. I mean, the list.
And it's fluid as well. So just as I was mentioning that one patient where he changed it up and then it changed. However, you can create a change in the condition, a change in the symptomology, then you got to change the dosing again. Your life changes, you got to change the dosing. You're under a lot of stress, you got to change the dosing. And this is how we keep up with people and stay connected to their lives and their conditions, their situations, which allows us to continue to be of service, which is definitely pretty much our #1 goal.
And why you've gotten that award, and I'm sure you'll get one every time, because as I mentioned before, so many retailers have so many different things that say CBD on it, but you don't know the quality, you don't know the source, you don't know how to use it, regardless of what the directions say or the guy behind the counter at the Quickie Mart says. You won't know how to use it. And then, of course, so maybe you do get a little, oh, hey, that's a little, but you want something better. Hey, I want to feel even better. We need you. We need your team to help guide us through that, because it's not as simple as popping 1 or 2 a day. When
you get what you pay for in CBD. No doubt.
Yeah, that's important to talk about for a sec. Just because so much of the marketplace is isolated CBD products, which we kind of nickname fast food CBD. It's like where they extract just one of the cannabinoids, the CBD cannabinoid, but everything else of the plant, all the incredible benefits of the peripheral cannabinoid is thrown away, as well as the THC is thrown away. So what happens is they have to, if your body does not receive the THC cannabinoid, it cannot open the receptor to allow the CBD to enter our brain. So straight away there's a huge problem by taking, splitting it and making it basically, I think it's more artificial. So then they have to nano-enhance that CBD molecule. A lot of people are saying, oh, it's more bioavailable. The only thing that makes it more bioavailable is it's taking into your brain faster, and it gets utilized faster, and there's no residual effect of all what they call entourage effect of all the additional cannabinoids. And we just see where somebody might get a lot of pain relief up front, maybe 3 or 4 months even. It's like fantastic, it works amazing, and then for some reason it just stops working. And this is what we hear a complaint now. That's something that's been different from the first year, where people have been on a lot of brands of CBD. I mean, we had one of our patients came on holiday to Sedona from England, went back, searched over Europe to find something even close, even to Switzerland. And she said it's not even, can't even compare. And she imported a year's worth of our hemp oil to England because she said you can't even find this in Europe. And that's where really the European oils are the best quality, so that we're competing with the best quality in the world. I'm so pleased, because we just want to do the best, and that's how we keep getting motivated
Yeah, we have people come in and they'll drive in for hours to come into our clinic and say, we tried some other that was local, but it doesn't work as good. So we drove 2 hours to get here, and we're like, well, you don't really have to drive 2 hours because we can ship it to you, but we love it that, you want to come in and use it, but, it's no problem. But yeah, it really is, it's an interesting thing that has happened with CBD, and the way that it has exploded, the way that there's so many things on the market, and the way that people are distilling it. We have one new product right now that's really amazing for creating overall functionality and vibrancy that we're calling a live oil. That has all the constituents. I mean, the numbers on this stuff is amazing. Wow. All the terpenes and all the peripheral cannabinoids, really amazing stuff. Important stuff. Super excited.
That's great. I love how passionate you both are at what you do. Check out CBDSedona.com. Great information on that website, everything you need. Of course, if you want to give them a call, 928-282-1067. We'll be right back. We have more to talk about with Sedona Vibrant Health and CBD Sedona on Health, Wealth, and a Happy Home.
Hi, this is Greg at Verde Solar Power. Arizona has lots of clean, renewable sunshine, and we want to help you take advantage of it with our quality solar installations, and we offer to beat any written offer on a residential solar electric system. So bring us your electric bill and let us show you how solar power will save you money. We're located conveniently here in the Verde Valley and are dedicated to helping the valley go solar. So remember, the energy solution comes up every morning.
The EPA says C&B Construction ranks in the top 1% nationally. C&B Construction invites you to see what energy efficiency and indoor air quality can be. We have won another Department of Energy Innovation Award, and C&B Construction is the only contractor in the country to win 6 consecutive EPA Indoor Air Plus awards. Experience our zero-energy, move-in ready homes at Crossroads at Mingus.
C&B Construction, locally respected, nationally recognized. Find out more at candbhomes.com.
2 things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
And welcome back to the show. Just a few minutes left. We're talking with Sedona Vibrant Health and CBD Sedona. Go to cbdsedona.com. We have Edward and Aalia with us. Okay, so we've talked quality. So important. Having someone behind you the whole way. The fact that you're a medical clinic, so important. Of course, having this wonderful certificate of analysis behind you there. Now, and we touched briefly on the best way to take CBD, because you just read the label and it is really different for everyone. That's a really huge point that we need to reiterate there. And one of the things that's very cool, so we've talked mostly about tinctures, but you guys have a whole line of skincare, of treats, of pet products as well. But we all love our pets. We all have pets. I have tons of pets, and that's so important. And it's so good for us. Why wouldn't it be great for the pets, right?
Yes. Critters love CBD.
Definitely.
Yes, it's amazing.
I started the whole journey of my personal experience with CBD was with my cat. So she had gotten in some kind of trouble. Her leg was hurting because she's indoor, and she was limping. I rushed her to the vet. They said, oh, it's just arthritis. I said, well, the arthritis didn't kick in since this morning, so that's not accurate, but I took her away. And I said, I'm going to just give her supplements. And at the time, I just went to the local pet place and got some different supplement, and then I said, why don't we try the CBD? We had just started to give it to, recommend it to the patients, and in 3 days, it was like a new cat.
Wow.
I was so blown away. And what's great about cats is there's no filters of like psychosomatic, because some people get such fast results standing in our clinic while we're advising them that they say, this can't even be happening. I don't feel my pain anymore.
Or is it,
But it's true. It can work in 5 minutes.
What about Trixie's tumor?
Yeah, and then that was interesting too, because my dog had a tumor and I was watching it, and I said, I'm going to put her on CBD oil, see what happens. It definitely shrunk. For a year, she was on 3 different types of strains of hemp oil. So it was good to see really how incredibly different hemp oil strains are, why we go through hundreds to really find one that even we think has any juice, we call it, power. And then we got introduced to somebody in Colorado who's growing a particular very low CBD, like 7% CBD. We wouldn't even think about giving that to patients for pain, but it has a cannabinoid CBC, and CBC is a cannabinoid that addresses killing cancer cells and tumors. Switched my dog up on that one. In 4 months, the tumor shrunk 80% to just like a tiny pea. And that was when I had this evidence in my own experience of, wow, our hemp oil's different.
And her energy, I mean, she would barely walk across the parking lot. You're like, come on. She's like, I can't make it.
She's 12.
But now she's like, she'll go all the way up Sugarloaf, which is quite a hill.
Wow,
I mean, it's amazing. It is amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. So pets you'll see the results. And a lot of people start with giving it to their pets, just like us, and then you
They
realize,
go, I want that.
I think I should take this. And then we help the pet owners get their proper dose too.
Yes.
So many times by the end of how we say it's going to help the dog, they're like, well, let me have a bottle. So that's been fun, just to like, yeah, exactly.
Or people bring in their spouse or their loved ones. They have a condition. We start talking, and you can see them over there listening. And they're like, well, I got some pain too. So often when people physically come in, we'll give them samples so they can try the pain salves. They can actually feel it firsthand and see what's happening. So anybody out there who's local, who's around, you're always welcome to come in. We can put one of those salves on. You can see if it works before you actually buy it. But it's funny, the whole family will wind up getting product and walk out the door, which is great because it's just good for everybody. It's good for their health. And the one thing I do want to mention before we're out of time is that we have found through research, and you did that research, so you know this better, that CBD is very effective for preventing COVID. What?
Canadian studies.
Canadian studies.
Look them up. Yes.
It blocks. There's a certain.
Not being announced.
There's a certain
media.
way that the virus attacks in the body, and that pathway, that window that it uses to enter into the body is blocked by taking CBD. Very, very powerful. 78%. 70%.
Yes.
There you go.
So many amazing benefits. We're just scratching the surface.
All of us sailed through the whole thing with not even getting a cold, nothing, the whole winter season.
Yes.
And then when COVID hit, and so when we found that out, that's new information about the Canadian research, 3 different studies. So it was just like, wow, we were kind of like protected without knowing it.
Yes.
So
very,
really
very
fantastic.
Great stuff.
That's great. And I know there's so much more. So much more.
Come
that
in,
we could talk about.
Talk more.
Absolutely. Tell everybody where you're located.
We are in the Sunset Plaza, also known as Harkins Plaza in West Sedona, next to Snap Fitness, which is a pretty big landmark. And
2081 West State Route 89A.
Yes. And all that information's on Google, and just CBD Sedona, you'll get the map. Take you right there.
Absolutely. That is wonderful. If they want to set up a consultation, they can go online or they can give you a call.
Yeah, absolutely. Give us a call.
Yes.
We're open Monday through Friday 10 to 6 and Saturday 11 to 4, and you can get a consultation during any of that time.
Oh, that's great. And if you go on in, they've got all kinds of great skincare, which is great. Why put it on the inside when you can use it on the outside?
You want to talk about
there's infused water. There's cookies and candies. You've heard about those. Those aren't gimmicks. Those are real things.
Yeah.
That's one great way to get it in there.
And the combination of those things is really, the internals start to create that outward effect. Then you can really target it by using the externals and those things, which is really powerful because skin loves CBD.
It heals the skin. It's
amazing. Heals the skin. It's amazing.
So we've added to our product line of pain salves and calming salves, which is also good for emotions.
Yes, there's another one. Great for the anxiety.
This just a skin lotion to help the skin.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Well, definitely check out CBDSedona.com. Thank you both so much for being here.
Thank you for having us. We love it.
To see you, CBDSedona.com. That's all the time we have left for Health, Wealth, and a Happy Home. See you next time.